go. I got to lean in.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're here for another recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You're here with your favorite West Coast hotties, myself and Love, because we are the only lean panelists here that are on the West Coast. So shout out to us. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We gave Danny, Chase, and Jamie the night off because that episode was boring as hell. And when I read this robe, you know what time it is. That means that I was bored. I think this may have been the most boring episode in I want to say Housewives history, but I'm gonna say Beverly Hills history. I don't know. It was just that dreadful to me. It was. I hate to be that person, but I mean, you guys watching like right now, give me how you would rate that episode a 1 out of 10. How would you rate that episode? I mean, if you're in the chat, I see Dirk in the chat, April's in the chat, B-Hang. We really appreciate y'all for joining us because I mean, y'all can't tell me y'all enjoyed that episode, but clearly, if anything else, y'all wanted to come and see us. So we're here. We're gonna give you guys a show. It wasn't a lot to discuss, but we do have some points to discuss. I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat because what I want to do today is allow people to go ahead and call in. We won't wait to the end of the show. If you want to call in and give your thoughts, we'll go ahead. 8.5. Dollface, what did you just watch?
8.5. He trolling on this good Wednesday.
10. Amanda. Whoa. So y'all telling me I'm tripping. Maybe I watched episode maybe y'all, I don't know. Maybe I watched the wrong channel. Did I get the right channel? I don't know. No, it had fun, but last week's episode gave that. I don't think we needed fun back to back. And on this, when I think of what happened on this cash trip, nothing happened. It was a great place to go. But we'll get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As I always say, you guys have been with us throughout, Beverly Hills. I remember we first did this show, and it was two or 3 seasons ago for the lean. And I always say a lot of the reason why we're still here is because of Beverly Hills, because you guys initially were the ones very supportive fan base and franchise fan base too. But now we got, Marital Medicine coming in hot with their fans and their viewers. Jersey is crazy. Potomac, Atlanta, everybody has their shows, but we really appreciate you guys, okay? All right, so hit the like button. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat right now. If you want to go ahead and, get on, you can join the conversation at any point. Obviously, at a stopping point for us. Oh, hold on. Dollface said, "This is my square." Well, Dollface, call up in here and get in a square, okay? Because right now, that is your
2024.
Right now, Dollface, you just got to comment. You got a comment box, not a square.
That's your comment, girl. That's your comment, girl.
Stick to it. All right, so they're still in Spain. And at the beginning of the episode, Sutton is talking about how she's going to release these ashes. She's brought these ashes with her, and she's going to release them at this later, releasing ceremony that they're going to have in Spain. Nothing really happened there. They talk about it. And when you first heard about her doing this releasing of the ashes, what were your thoughts? Did you have any thoughts on it? Did you think it was weird? Were you okay? How do you feel about her finally releasing Merce?
I thought it was something interesting to see as far as it being shown on the Housewives. I was actually trying to think about the last housewife that released ashes. I'm sure there has been, but for me to actually sit and think about it, that means it's more less than many. Yeah. So, I mean, it was something, honestly, it was the highlight of the trip. And I know that sounds grim, but as far as everything what Spain was giving, that seemed like it was the pivot. It was everything as far as encompassing it. But it was interesting to see. So I'm glad that she chose to show that part of her journey. And I mean, it's very relatable. Very relatable.
It is. I can't relate, but I mean, even then, honestly, nobody that has ever passed my family. We've had their ashes. Everyone has had a burial, so it was interesting to see. And she's very passionate about it. there's a message that we'll talk about when we get to it that she mentioned. I thought was very heartfelt as well. But I will put this comment on here from Miss Mix saying these ashes blew across 3 episodes. I was over a little from a viewer standpoint. Yes, them ashes are tired. They want a nap. So I know them ashes was like, please let me out into the world. Please get me out of this lady's grasp. That's what
We're
they,
so tired of
if
us.
they could talk, which they probably do, indeed, that's what they probably said. um, so then on the way to this moment and this releasing area and moment ceremony, whatever you want to call it, they're in the car and or sorry, they're in on their little sprint of us, and the guy there is telling them about like all the things to do there. He mentioned some gay bars and he talks about all these different gay terms, and he's trying to educate the ladies on what it is to be a bear, but he can't get it out because Erica, who clearly has the most gay friends, associates in her life, she knows all the terms. She knows what a bear is. She knows what a cub is. We find out that Andy has said that he is a top, and I
That's
said,
cap.
okay, Andy,
That's cap.
huh?
That's cap.
He could be a time. You don't know.
And not a powerful one. Not a powerful one. I do not get powerful top
you
from
don't
no
know.
Andy Tone.
You don't know what someone gives in the bedroom. Okay,
I feel
so
like I know what he gives in the bedroom. I've seen enough at the reunions. He's not a powerful top.
okay.
No. What you thinking?
I don't really
You
know
think
what a
he could be with
power
it?
top is. I'm a very versatile person myself, so I do the bending and I bend. So it is what it is.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
What it is. But it was interesting seeing that Erica knew everything. And I like how Garcelle mentioned that somebody in the room said that they were a blouse. Now that's basically a feminine top, and I will say that I don't know. I mean, you can call it what you want to call it, but in our culture, it's called a soft top.
Yeah, I
It's
was like,
a blouse is
ooh,
cute, but yeah, I got the
that was
reference.
cute.
Look at Behind. Behind is like, what? Yes, child. We trying to give you. Sammy said Jamie is a blouse. Jamie is a blouse.
Oh,
Yeah, I was Jamie is a
oh,
power blouse actually.
ooh. Come on, merge.
I
Merging them.
I am disgusted actually thinking about it there. I don't want to know what Jamie is, but I do love Jamie though. So they get to the actual ceremony, the area, and Sutton starts out by talking about everything she's letting go with the ashes. Um, she says she talks about her situation with her dad, how she's been holding on to a lot of things with that. How when he passed from suicide, the family never talked about it, so it was something she always held on to. And she also talks about her ex-husband, who we found out filed for divorce, just kind of out of nowhere. He told her, "Get your lawyer together. I'm going to, divorce you." Um, so then she lets out the ashes. The ashes go everywhere, literally, and they flew on everybody in the back, and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Because I would have probably went, as well, because that's just like the weirdest thing. But I mean,
We cut the
if you're
camera.
gonna throw your ashes out in the ocean and the wind is blowing, you have to know that's like spitting out the window when you're driving. It's gonna fly back. So it
It was
was
all in a row. Make it make sense.
correct. Garcelle says she's letting go of being alone. She talks about, how because of her father passing, she has dealt with a lot of issues with men, including her ex-husband. Crystal talks about her brother moving, and how she has to let it go, that she has to let him go, which is okay. Yeah, you need to let him go. Um, Annabelle, aka Anna Marie, I don't really know what she was saying. She was letting go. I don't know. I was kind of confused. I think she said that she's still working on herself and she's letting that go. I don't really know. If y'all know what Anne Marie said she was letting go, let me know, because I don't really know what she was trying to say. I didn't
I
get
was waiting
anything.
for you to finish it. I was waiting for you to get to her part so I could fill in the blanks in my notes. What was she saying? I don't know what she was letting go.
Dorit says she's gonna let go of the PTSD from the incident and also
Girl.
okay, the expectations that she has of PK as it relates to the PTSD and things like that. But the more interesting one was Erica saying that she's gonna let go of the hurt from the last few years that the ladies in this area in this room has caused her, has inflicted on her, the pain. And Garcelle immediately is like, that's kind of weird to say, but she lets her get it out. She doesn't say anything. She lets the moment go by, and I was like, thank you, Garcelle, because Garcelle is a slight producer as well. I usually she would have said something, but in this moment, I was like, I'm glad she didn't say anything yet. Kyle talks about the guilt of her best friend and her sister's relationships. So I'll stop here and get your thoughts. What did you feel? How did you feel about this whole thing, the ashes? What the ladies decided they wanted to let go in the entire moment.
Who the ashes? Garcelle having Merce on her blazer. The thing is, I would have been. I don't know. I probably would have. I would have been so uncomfortable. I would have had to walk off the scene. I probably would have took my mic off. Like, give me a second. I gotta pray. I gotta do something. This doesn't happen every day. That was so weird. It was a lot. Kyle was like, it got in her mouth. They showed the slow mo of the ashes. I was like, I hate production so much because I actually moved closer to try and see the trail of who it hit, and it really did majority get on Garcelle, but it was so gross. But this scene, honestly, was probably my favorite of the episode. I
Yeah.
felt as though it was so relatable. Sutton is so layered. I think it really had me sit and realize that Sutton is probably one of the most carry a season on her back rookies coming in every single season housewife I think I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they may skip a beat or two. Brandy Glanville came in hot, skipped a beat or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sutton full steam from the moment she called Teddy boring at the dinner table and made her cry. It's been on and popping for Big Set. So the moment of her just having her moment, it's her episode, it's her trip. I was like, look at Sutton. Every single season she brings something. So I honestly like Sutton ain't going nowhere. I really don't think she's going anywhere. But the scene was really relatable. Everything that they said, everything they let go. Now so there was some people that was playing games. Dorit
Who I'm saying
was
who was
playing
playing games
games.
for you?
Dorit letting go of her PT. I said, I knew it. I said, I knew she about to go up there and say something about her Rob. And she said, I think I said, here we go.
Yeah.
Stop playing games. Who else is playing games?
I was in the back
Um,
like you should have been let it go.
right. I felt like Crystal was playing games. Girl, she's like, my brother might move permanently. And I was like, Merce is still on Garcelle's jacket, and we're talking about letting your brother go move like the average person does at 40 years old. It was so stupid and annoying. And then Miss Erica Jane, look, she started off cool. Then she said, I'm going to release everything that y'all hoes did to me, and I forgive you. And threw her flowers away. I wouldn't have just sat there. Now, I am happy that Garcelle did just let it go by because you right, Ted. She could have just been like, well, what do you mean by that,
She
Erica?
said
That's such
something.
an odd thing to say. She really could have. She really could have. But she let it go by. It's Mercer's moment. It's Sutton's moment. But yeah, that of course, Erica has been showing out this season. She really has. I've noticed. I don't know if she's been more conscious about the things that she's gonna do and say more because it's kind of like her redemption season. So she's like, let me just kind of go in and be like kind of a dick again too. I don't know, but her moments are so timed and calculated for me. So I'm keeping my eye on Erica. But honestly, again, this was the most relatable scene. It was for me.
Okay. Yeah,
Learned a lot about her.
I see a lot of comments about Erica, and it sounds like majority of people is just like, girl, Erica, like no one cares. Like we said, I think it was I was on, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago when she first brought up the whole thing about how the case was dismissed or something like that, and she wanted the ladies to care. I don't think they care now. I think and I'm glad she realized in this episode that they don't care.
No.
And we'll talk about it more because it comes up again in this episode. But I don't, Erica, like I don't. When sometimes I say this, sometimes you should never always do things with the expectation of an apology or with the expectation of some type of reasoning.
Mhm.
So in this case, like clearly she sees that there's no wrong in anything that she's done. I mean, they showed many fat flashbacks of her even saying, I don't care about anybody but me. And like Sean S. said in her other comment, what about letting go? Like, what about the pain of the victims? Like, come on, like it's always her, her, her. And like I said, I have enjoyed Erica this season just because she has not been so ice cold. She was very fun last week. She's been kind of, she hasn't really been, really getting into anybody about any drama outside of Denise. And honestly, that was well deserved because Denise was coming with some type of
Yeah.
about it. So
Okay.
I just want Erica to let it go. I want her to let it go. If she's gonna, less about the pain that someone may have inflicted on her. Because honestly, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying she can't feel away, sure, but your pain, I'm gonna say this is invalid because
It is, and
people
she's the
were.
one who keeps bringing it up. Nobody else brings it up. If they will be randomly drinking champagne, and Erica will be like, "Well, there's something I have to tell you guys." So the appeal, they're like, "Wait, what?" They stopped talking about it. She brings it up, nobody cares, and then she gets in her feelings. But my thing is this: not only do you want them to care, you expect them to apologize. Apologize for what, man?
Yeah, what I mean, just like Garcia
What are
said.
we apologizing to you for? I'm confused. I am confusion. What am I? Not only do I not care anymore, apologize for what? You're never getting that. So it's a lost cause. I just stop bringing it up. Nobody else does unless it's brought up to them. And then you get in your feelings and you get all weird and then you want to become a Disney villain. Like it's like
Yeah,
you said. Erica, outside of her bringing up the case, she's been good with her redemption season. She's been good. She's been good.
yeah, that's what she lost me. And I think that I just I'm sure what this let me know is that either by the end of the season, because they have two more episodes, the finale is on the 21st. um
Whew.
that or at the reunion she's going to be really pushing this apology, because although she mentioned that she realized that she may not get it, I think she's still going to try to go for it. And I'm like, I
Garcelle
hope
better
that.
not give it.
I,
Garcelle better not give it.
but
They
who's going to give it to her?
look.
Probably Sutton and Kyle and Dorit. I hope that. Well, Crystal already kind of, she did what she
She
did.
weak. She said, "I'm sorry." I said, "What is happening? This better not be the start. This
But
better not be the domino."
I think Crystal gave an apology because she literally called Crystal out specifically in that episode when she talked about the case
Oh,
with
because of the earrings and stuff,
the
and that
earrings.
was even
Yeah.
ridiculous, girl. They
But
was all talking about it.
yeah, Erica, sit down, baby. Sit all the way down.
David, yeah, go eat your food,
That
honey.
was the next thing I was going to talk about, which was Crystal, apologizing. But I mean, how did you feel anything when she did apologize? I was like, Crystal, you are such a little punk. Like, what are you apologizing
Weak,
for? Why?
weak, weak. I'ma just chuck it up as her being on medication. Her blood pressure was high. I don't think she checked it that morning. I don't know that. It was random. First of all, yes, you guys just had the moment in the scene, and Erica said like, I'll be okay. Well, whatever. She said something where Erica, I don't know, maybe Crystal felt compelled. She
Yeah.
feels compelled to do things.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm not feeling compelled to apologize for something I didn't do. A, B, Erica, you're still in litigation, bro. What are you talking about? That's why I'm like, what do you want? Just don't bring it up on camera no more. But yeah, I rolled my eyes so hard. I said, Crystal, no, you didn't. You know what? You need to lay down, go to bed. Take some medicine. There was no reason for her to apologize. It was stupid. She's so weak.
Yeah.
Such an L. Such an L.
So I mean, after that, this is where we do see Erica in hair and makeup. She's talking about it to, with the hair and makeup, and she, still talking about how when she brought it up earlier, I guess in that moment after they had just thrown the ashes and the ashes were all over their bodies, she was expecting them to be like, you know what, Erica, we're sorry. I mean, I have ashes in me, but Erica, we're sorry. And she says that she realized that she just probably won't get it. And I'm like, I'm glad you realized that. She's like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm like, great, because we don't either. She literally said,
Love it.
and I'm like, because you brought it up. I'm sure your hair and makeup is probably tired of it as well. Like, thank freaking
Done.
God. Thank God.
Lord. Thank you. Bringing it up. Stop bringing it up.
Then we see a scene with Kyle talking to her daughters and just kind of checking in with them. And she was just asking them about, just checking in with them while they're out. Obviously, one of the daughters is wearing her nice little cardigan sweater and just talking about, are they going to have dinner at home? But there's, just a casual conversation. Nothing really there in that scene. So then they get on they take another bus ride as they're heading to dinner. And on this bus, they're talking about how husbands, as housewives and as wives, they allow the husbands to have so much control. Basically by they just sign, the husbands take care of everything. And Erica's in the back like, oh no, 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 no. Yeah, they can still hide stuff. That's what they do. I'm like, Erica, you are one. If she's, I think she's trying to push this narrative
Yeah.
that she did not know, and I'm still gonna believe that she kind of knew some things. I mean, that's just me. I
Oh,
still,
absolutely.
I still firmly believe, and I'll say allegedly, that she turned a blind eye to a few things. I don't think she knew everything, but I think she knew something. And so in this moment, she's trying to rally the girls and be like, "Oh yeah, this is what they do." Because Kyle says that Mauricio handles everything. She just signs it. And Marie, we know Anne Marie is barely an 8 to her husband, so she has no control, no power. She just
Oh no. Not even ratio to sign. That's
right.
crazy.
Exactly, playing dumb. But we, as they headed to dinner, they're all supposed to wear red, and Kyle does not have on red. She has on orange. Now it was a very close color, you know. But I did like how Sutton was on her like, girl, this is not red. I sent the little emojis, and I thought the emojis were cute. The little red dress, the iPhone lady, the dancing lady, the salsa lady, it
Adorable.
was cute. But I mean, Kyle did not. She says that what she was going to wear was worse. And I'm like, Kyle, you make plenty of money. Why could you not find a red dress? I don't understand why. But anyway, she did. And I'm glad, as somebody that likes to plan and do events, like when we say we're gonna do something, I hate people come like half step. If we're saying we're wearing blue, don't try to wear aqua or teal. Like wear blue. It's that
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, like what?
yeah.
What are you doing? That was so because she has no respect for Sutton. I hated
And
that for her.
it looks like what she was going to wear at first. It looked like it was actually red because I mean it was red and like black or red and white. I don't really know what it was, but Erica had on
It was in dress
a
code.
leather black jacket over her red. So did it really matter? But I thought she looked just as much as kind of red as them. Maybe my TV color balance is off. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
put her in the back. She's gonna be in the back of every photo
or taking the
and in the corner of everything.
photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that part too. No,
Okay.
no.
Um. So and then after that they get to dinner and Annabelle, Anne Marie asks everyone what was their favorite part of the trip, and she's just like, everyone asks the question. Crystal says when they made the paella. I will say that I went to Spain and my favorite thing was, well, we didn't learn how to make it, but I had it, and I have not had is it paella or pay? I can't pronounce how, I can't even know how
No,
to
no,
say
no. You said it right. Paella. I think you said it
paella.
right the
Okay.
first
So the
time.
last time I had authentic paella was in Spain. I had some here in LA, like in
Oh,
not
really?
Glendale, in Pasadena, but over there it's really good, and I really
Yeah,
want to go back
good.
just for it. So but she talks
Oh,
about that. Erica talks, she goes back on her sympathy path, and she's just like, well, one thing about this trip is that it was just more positive than last year. Last year the accent was just so horrible for me, and I just don't know how and why. But basically this year it was so much better, it's much positive and blah blah blah. And everyone's like, okay. So then Anne Marie is like, well, I really wasn't around the group. I haven't watched the show. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. So can you tell me what happened? Because I haven't watched the show at all. I'm like,
I'm not a super fan at all.
right? I'm like, okay. And so Erica explains what happened, and then Garcelle chimes in and brings up, the fact that Erica said that she could not trust anybody at the beginning of the season, 3 months ago. And she says that she's at a point to where she trusted, basically trust is not given, it's earned, and so she basically alludes to where she's on a path to still try to get, I mean, allow them to gain her trust or whatever within the group. Sutton makes a toast, and when she makes a toast to Erica. She mentions Erica's personal invite that was given to the ladies for her show, but she still congratulates her on her residency, and just basically says it's a big thing. The scene ends with Kyle being nervous to get on stage to do the dance because she doesn't want to be on the stage with professionals. And she basically is someone that gets on stage and does splits at random parties. You think she'd be okay, right? But she's nervous. And that is pretty much how that trip ends. Do you have any thoughts on anything about the dinner? Erica talking about her trust, Annabelle acting like she don't know what the hell happened in the past, and how the women give their all of their trust and faith into their husbands as it relates to like legal documents and things like that. Any thoughts?
Erica, just hang it up, flat screen. No one cares. I don't want her to mention it moving forward in any other episodes. I'm actually mad that Garcelle even entertained it. I would have just been drinking and had side conversations throughout that entire segment. What are you talking about? Erica, we don't care if you trust us. What do you mean? You're the one who's allegedly married to someone who's defrauded. Like, trust? I wouldn't want Erica can't even say certain vocab words to me. Trust, criminal, rob, leeching, shisty, scammer, certain things Erica can't say or have conversations about. And her really sitting at a table of women that were only asking questions that the public were asking. I gotta
Mhm.
see if I could trust y'all. It's gonna take me some time to trust y'all. I'm not entertaining this in any capacity when it comes to Erica. Girl, what are you talking about? You have court on Thursday at 8:30 in the morning in room B3. What are you talking about? I'm
Allegedly.
not going with you. Allegedly. That's not her real court date, y'all. Allegedly. But you know what I mean? Like, you're the last one. So that was in one ear, not the other. Kyle, I'm actually, I mean, if she's putting up for the cameras just to have a cute, stupid moment, like, oh my God, I trust my husband so much, I sign everything. It would shock me. I wouldn't take her as someone who would just sign things blindly. I just don't. I don't. So I don't know if that was just, if it's true, she looks even more wild in my book because he's already showed signs of cheating and you ain't started reading after he showed the signs of cheating. Like, girl, so that part, I didn't know what to believe with Kyle, but I don't know what to believe with Kyle, regardless. So I don't know. Sometimes she gives me genuine and authentic, and then
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, did you pull that out of your notes? Or are you about to FaceTime Morgan? Like, I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Um, and then when it comes to what was it, Annabelle being a stand girl, bye. Let's look at your phone. I want to look at your Netflix subscriptions. Or wait, no, no, Bravo, whatever. Housewives is. You watch the show, woman. Stop it. You watch the show. Erica, can you tell us what happened? I just don't remember the last couple of episodes that I watched last season. Can you tell us what happened again? Refresh my memory. Now, don't get me wrong. It's cute
Was it
because
good?
you're able to do it because you're new and it's good TV and it would
I
have
think she was
landed if
trying
it
to
got
start
something,
something.
but she had the opportunity to do it because you're the only one at the table that wasn't there. So I saw what she was trying to do. It just didn't land because A, we know you're lying. B, you didn't get what you wanted out of it. And you kind of didn't really set it up the right way. Annabelle just doesn't set things up the right way. I don't like her. I don't like her. So that she
You know,
really can't really do right from her.
I give her an A for effort for trying to make this episode juicy, but unfortunately, I think that the state that the women are right now, it's very kumbaya-ish. You know, I don't
Yeah, they're
know.
like, we're not on that type. Read the room, kind of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I wish something would have came from it, but then again, I probably would have been drained because we would have kind of rehashed the last two seasons again, and I don't want to do that. We talked about it. Us, and everybody here in the comments, we talked about it. I'm kind of glad I didn't go anywhere. Um, I'm just glad because we don't need to hear anything about that. I don't want to hear, Erica say any more, any other languages or any other ways that she don't care about these victims because we know she don't care, whether it's the earrings or anything. She does not care. So, but her little special's coming out soon. Her little it's a documentary. It's coming out. I think next in March. It's a. I saw it
Ooh.
on. I think it's about her residency. I saw something on like Instagrams. I should have actually screenshot
Is
it.
it
I'm
like
not.
Hulu? What's it streaming on? Is it like Hulu or something?
Um,
It
Sting. I
sounds
just saw it
familiar.
today, and I was like, oh, I thought it was coming on today in place of the episode, but it was like a some little documentary
Oh.
that she has. I don't know. I think it's either about her show or I'm pretty sure it's about the show,
Yeah.
not about anything related to Tom and the case, because I don't think she would have agreed to that. But it's an actual Bravo filmed meeting the victims. That's what it is, Sean. What? I don't know. Just Sean said it's about meeting the victims. Let me go. I'm gonna look it up in a second. But before I do that, the last
What?
scene. really quickly, was Dorit and Kyle, and they were just together. Um, Kyle, I guess this is Kyle letting us know that she is really in fear of her marriage. This is her way. And she's letting, Dorit know that, she supported Mo when he didn't have anything. And now she's asking for his support, but she is not getting it. They talk about how hard it is, how traveling, is and causes, problems within a marriage, and that Dorit talks about her struggles, but ultimately Kyle just wants more support from Mo. And this is, him coming to events or whatever. He's just not present. She knows that he has to be where he needs to be for work. But realistically, she wants more support. So, with that being the last scene, did you have any thoughts on that or anything else in the episode? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this episode, I love y'all for being here, but there was nothing else to give in this episode. It was just kind of, great, some human moments, but overall,
You like the beat?
yeah, it
Everybody.
wasn't really, if you are a longtime viewer, when I wear a robe, I am bored, and I'm not even lying to you. It was boring. It was so boring. I don't even know if we can make it fun, because usually when when episodes are bored, we come together. But I don't even think we can make that episode even great.
No
Am I?
one gave nothing. I
I
mean,
know.
the ashes on the blazer, that's about it. No one
Yeah.
gave nothing, y'all.
Art World said I
Merch
didn't.
was the most exciting one. Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
I wish I could have not finished episode, but I did, and because I obviously I have to, I'm going to be here, so I'm going to finish episode. But
Right.
Amanda and Dollhouse gave it a 10 and a or 8 or something like that. They gave her Anne Marie, which is 8.5. So I'm like, boy, child, that's generous.
Ooh.
That's
It
generous.
was emotional. It was relatable. Things were
It was
emotional. So
definitely
maybe
relatable.
they was in their feelings. So it was an absorb your feelings, self reflect how you feel about yourself kind of episode. So maybe that's what it was.
No, our world, we're not a Noah to review it. It's just we're nothing to talk about. I mean, we're literally at the end of the recap. We've never finished a recap within 30 minutes for Beverly Hills. That's how you know that it was just like, do, 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 you know, do, 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 do,
It was
do.
Sutton filled. It was cute. You
Yeah,
know,
but like I said,
you
this
know, they
the
tried to set
reunion
things up like that.
the reunion is filmed, and the finale is on the 21st, so it's in 2 weeks. I think all these shows. I think the finale for Miami is that same day. I think, and all the finales are coming up soon. So yeah, so
Ooh.
yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat again for anybody that wants to call in. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and probably lean out because it wasn't much going on. B Honey says, "How did y'all feel about the fashion? What fashion, B Honey? Which fashion? The red.
Ooh.
So the red outfits, I really liked Garcelle's. I did like Dorit's. I'm sorry, y'all know I can't stand Sutton's little legs. I know she can't help it, but her little legs with them big old shoes and their little, I was just like, Lord, them little crab legs. You know how I feel
Why
about.
is so little?
But I do love Sutton, but the fashion in general for the Reds were just kind of, you know, I thought they could be a little better. They've had way more extravagant and better trips for Beverly Hills, and I think this just wasn't one of them in general. Um,
No, they're really not giving it like that. Now, I will say that one thing I am noticed about not the fashion at all with this one, but as far as how refreshed and good she looks,
yeah,
Kyle looks really good this season.
she did, she
As
did.
far as just the hair, the makeup, the certain outfits, certain ones. You know what? Her dress down, her casuals, I could tell she's trying to go for the narrative she's trying to push.
Yeah,
But when she's dressed up, Cal has been really looking good. So that is one thing I can give her this season. When she's
yeah.
not dressing like Wanda said. I'm not letting that go.
Okay. B Honey
You saw her
agrees.
with a little trucker
B
hat
Honey
at the
also
end. You saw
agrees.
her.
You said what?
I ain't never seen Kyle in so many trucker hats in any housewife season in my life.
It's the Ozempic.
Ever.
It's the Ozempic, child.
No.
Um, B Honey agrees with you, but B Honey also agrees with me that Sutton's legs are little. They are so tiny, especially with those big chunky shoes. I thought that her little ankles were gonna break. And Artwell says, "Poor
No.
Sutton's legs." Yes, Dorit was invisible this episode. She was.
And we need
Um,
to stop with her languages. Dorit can be invisible the whole show. She can go.
I'm weak. All right, we have one call in the queue. And I'm gonna go ahead and let her on, and then we're gonna get out of here for the night. We'll be here next week and the next, obviously, the rest of the season. And I hope that things spruce up, in terms of the show. Honestly, I think I was so excited for this era of Housewives because it was so many heavy hitters on at once: Potomac, Miami, Beverly Hills, Married to
Wow.
Medicine. But overall, I don't know if productions have really captured the moments. you know I feel like it's been a bit underwhelming for all of the franchises, to be honest. This era of Housewives. So hopefully in the next seasons when they pick it up, that they kind of like find ways to make it more exciting. Because out of all of them, I would say Salt Lake City was probably had the best season overall. But we'll see. We still got a few more episodes of Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Miami and Beverly Hills. So we'll see how it finishes off. And I'll go ahead and let our caller one first right now. Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Darling. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm
This
doing
episode was
good.
kind of boring. This episode was kind of boring. They had that rich on there talking about doing the ashes and stuff. Who really cares? Okay. Okay, so you lose your husband. I don't blame your husband. I told y'all I don't blame my husband. Yeah, I would divorce you too, you rich. And I'm talking about son, because I can't stand, okay? She's just so lame to me, and she get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't blame Erica way Erica feel, because for the last two seasons, ever since that stuff started, it started out with Sutton, then it went on and on. She kept telling y'all, "Let me get through this stuff first," and they kept coming at her. She kept telling y'all, "I don't give a care right now. Let me get through it. I got legal problems. I don't got time to worry about the victims no right now. I got to get money. I got lawyers I got to pay for. They talking about sending me to jail too. I'm on with them with my ex-husband, so I really don't blame Erica what Erica feel. Like, nah, I really don't trust these heifers because what they done. So I'm really feeling her on. I'm really am feeling her on that, because you got to admit, for the last 3 years, they've been really coming at her. And last year they really came to her talking about she gotta give up them earrings. Now the judge say I ain't gotta give up them earrings. I ain't giving up them darn earrings. I don't care. I told you I'm not giving up my 1 point. What's how much they worth? 1 point some million something. No, I'm not giving up them earrings. No, no, no. So it's a lot going on. Oh, Kyle, I don't know what to do no more. Kyle, okay, you seem like you. I'm like you pushing it now. You really is pushing it for me. I'm sorry, you really pushing it for me. Okay, we all knew you knew we wasn't gonna last. The story was been out there in the streets for years that he was out there messing around.
Tell him, Lisa.
So,
Tell him.
and I think you really getting to her. I think, I mean, right now, I think she is suffering. I think, like I said, beginning of the season, when I think her friend had died, I believe all they get into her now. Her best friend
Yeah.
committed suicide. She not talking to her sister, and then the marriage is going on. That's a lot to put on somebody. So I'm kind of halfway in her corner, halfway not. Okay, something you just probably you deserve, Kyle. Okay, and then I feel sorry for her best friend died. That's especially committing suicide. That's the whole lot. And I was feeling on her because I just found out one of my friends had died in 2023, and I mean 2022, and I did not know. And so I'm feeling it. So I know how close they were. Like she said, there was somebody she thought was her sister, and she thought what could I have done to save her?
Hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So
Yeah.
other than that, I don't see nothing about this episode. I really don't. It seemed like it was kind of boring to me with the ashes. I mean, girl, don't put no ashes in my face. I don't want no people on my dead people blown in the graveyard, or even in the stern. Put them in the stern. Don't put the ashes on me. I don't want the dead person. See, that means then not for real. Y'all got to understand it. The dead person, you got to go and take a shower. The dead person's in the drain now.
Well, I've never
Okay,
had.
dead person.
I, I don't know, but what it's like to have some
Right.
ashes
And
and
then
me.
when the steam come and then the steam mixes in with the ashes and spirits, she
Just
burnt.
I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about. See, and to me, that's creepy.
Sounds right.
You like, and that's creepy to me. I got the now the ashes in the drain with the soap.
Not
It's
with the
too much.
soap.
Yeah,
It's
with
a
the
lot.
soap. You using soap when you washing your ass, ain't it? Girl,
Right.
go, Lee. She said with the soap. What you do in the soap? With the
A
soap.
lot.
I'm weak.
Lot.
All right, Lisa, you got anything?
Other than that, that's all it was. I love y'all. I will see y'all next Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll be here next Wednesday and the following Wednesday. We're gonna be here for the rest of the season. We're not going nowhere. We just, I
Yeah,
mean,
because like, I'm like, but I do agree with you. Said these, I don't know what they doing on these reality TV shows now with the women. They need somebody, some producer need to come and change it up. I'm for real because Potomac been boring. They been okay. Beverly Hill been okay. Miami been okay. They ain't really just bring it like they used to.
yeah,
They really not. So we're gonna see what Jersey come with. I know. I know. We all know Jersey gonna bring it. I know. We know that.
it's gonna
Other than
bring
that,
drama and headaches like they always do, but it's gonna be fun. All right, Lisa,
love
thank you
you,
for calling.
boo.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right, good night, Lisa. I'm weak. This coming from B Honey got me weak. First of all, Durga agreed with you by saying that there goes Merce in the drain and Washa, Lisa. But B Honey says Merce went straight for Garcia. Okay, he went straight for the black lady.
Mhm. Wait for her. I cannot. Yes.
I'm weak.
Mm.
All right, y'all.
Mm.
Listen, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We really appreciate you guys for supporting us, being positive. Not coming with any negativity. You got to know that doing this, it takes a lot of, not necessarily courage, but a lot of like just strength and power to be up here because believe it or not, there are some crazy people out there in the world. And so with that being said, we really appreciate you guys for supporting us. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next week. Miami will be on tomorrow as well. And for those that watch Potomac and Married to Medicine, there's no episode next week. No episode Monday. I'm sorry, there's no review next Monday and Tuesday because there is no episode this upcoming Sunday, as it is the Super Bowl. So because Usher gonna be on the stage in Vegas tearing it up, there will be no Potomac Married to Medicine. So no review from us. Okay. So you guys won't see anybody from the lean until next Wednesday and Thursday, unless something comes hot and tea we got to talk about, which I don't think it will. So thank y'all. Like B Honey says, thank you to the chat. Thank you to the callers. Thank you to us. Thank you, love. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay. You have a good night. Stay peaceful and stay positive. Love y'all. Good night.